Namaskar, I am Pradeep Solanki and today we are going to learn yoga for brain and mind. What is the difference? Please don't think anything which is complex, I know that. Just think in simple terms, maybe you can lose your mind but not your brain. So brain is something which is tangible, visible, if you cut you can see. And mind is something which has your memory, feelings, learning, everything which you even after cutting cannot see. So let us start with, there are three very excellent exercises in yoga which are specifically to enhance your functioning of the brain and mind, both of them. So these are called Buddhi Tatha Dhriti Shakti Vikasak. Buddhi is wisdom and the Dhriti is the positive thinking. So it will increase your positive thinking as well as your wisdom and also increase your memory power a lot. If you have any kind of heart problem or a BP problem, then it is not advised you do it, or you do start slow and eventually you may be able to do it rigorously. These are very rigorous exercise, so please don't practice more than 25 times at one. There are three exercises. One, which you stand straight, feet are very little gap between your feet for a balance. Join your fingers, stand like this, stand straight. Okay, look in front and breathe very fast, maximum 25 times, not more than that, like this. Watch, then I'll explain. So this is a very rigorous breathing. Now there are three main parameters of this. One, inhale, exhale should be equal, and then there is a force in it, and then you increase the speed in it. But again, if you have high BP, heart disease, or even acute migraine which triggers by like this, then please don't do it or do it slow. Never try to do it more than 25 times and then 3 repetitions. So I'll repeat it again. First one is stand straight, look into the front at eye level, and then breathe fast 25 times max. I'll do little less, but when you practice it you can increase 25. And in between, if you feel any kind of dizziness, please stop doing it and do maybe analogous vilom pranayama or sit for some time. I again show you like this. Maximum 25 times, not more than that. You can start with 10, 15, gradually increase it, but maximum 25 times. If you feel dizziness, stop. It is okay to feel a little bit dizziness after doing this exercise because it gives you a burst of oxygen. The oxygen level of our brain is fixed. So whenever you walk, you will have more oxygen in your muscles. When you eat, you will have more oxygen in the digestive system, but brain, it is fixed. So when you do a rigorous breathing, it gives you a burst of oxygen for your brain. And there are other things which will affect this, but these are excellent exercise for your brain. The second exercise which can be done, looking upwards. Now a most common mistake people will do here is that they try to look at an angle. I'll show it from the side way. So they try to look at an angle. No, you have to look at top of your head to get the actual benefit out of this exercise. That would be that you bend your neck and look upward. So maybe you can raise your head and that imagine one point on top of your head. Keep looking at it, but don't bend your body like this. Body should be straight, hand by side of the body. Only you bend your neck and look upward and start. Again, same exercise, repeat like this. Maximum 25 times max, and then stop, breathe normally for maybe 4 or 5 times. When you feel normal, a dizziness will always be there, but if you feel more of a dizziness, then you are not able to stand, then please sit down. Then there may be a blood pressure issue with you, not maybe today, maybe after 6 months, maybe after 1 year, if you just feel a dizziness kind of feeling which stays there for a longer period of time. The third exercise, which is specifically called the Samrana Shakti Vikasak. Samrana is memory. It will increase your memory power if you practice regularly. But please remember, whatever practice these kind of exercise called Shuksham Vyam or subtle body, practice for 40 days regularly, and then maybe stop doing it and then practice only twice or thrice a week. That will be sufficient for you. So how this will be done? Stand straight like this. Don't bend your neck. No, neck straight. First look at the eye level, so that neck head absolutely straight. Then just take down your eyeballs and look down without bending your head. So mistake would be bending your head and then looking down. It has to be around 4.5 feet from your feet. 4.5 feet. Maybe just make a point. Look at that, but without bending your neck. This should be straight. Then look down 4.5 feet and repeat. This is for memory. Start like this. It has to be very rigorous. Yes, it has to be very rigorous. Then only this exercise will have a greater effect on your mind and will increase your memory power. If you have migraine, and I am repeating this because it can be dangerous if you have any kind of heart disease, blood pressure problem, mind problem. So in that case, please do it slow or do other exercise and then you start it. Now we'll do some exercise lying down or sitting on the mat. Exercise for brain can be done while you are lying down. You need to increase the blood flow into your brain. So for that you need to do most of the inverted asana, which are excellent for your brain. So let us start with lie down on a mat. Make sure during a day, maybe in the evening, or at least raise your legs against a wall at 90-degree angle. So this is excellent exercise where you can either start with the support, or maybe you can just hold your legs like this, keep them at 90-degree angles like this. When you feel comfortable, just release your hand and stay. Now this is excellent exercise for your brain. It will increase the blood circulation in brain and also very good for your heart and your stomach, also reduce stomach. But please mind, this is a little heavy on your back. If you have a back pain, you can avoid. So stand like this for around more than 30 seconds to a minute, whatever is comfortable. After 30 seconds, you will feel the real effect everywhere in your body. If you are not able to do stand alone, you can support it and then do it. But then try to release and maintain. The next exercise is called the Sarvangasana. Sarvang means all of the asanas of the body. It is excellent exercise for your thyroid, but if you have a cervical condition, then please you can avoid this. Okay. So how Sarvangasana will be done? Keep both the legs straight, raise, and then very slowly raise like this, and then if you are able to achieve like this is a Vipreet Karni. This is not exactly Sarvangasana. So a very simple thing that you are able to know that am I reached the perfect position of Sarvangasana is that if you are not able to speak, that is the position. If you see still there is a curve in my body. So what you need to do, take your legs back like this, okay, and then support your back. Try to keep your back straight and then try to straighten both the legs just over your shoulder. And when you are not able to speak, that is the point which is fine. So now I am not able to speak. So this is the point where you reach the perfection. So stay for some time. If you are again able to speak, that means you have released it. It is excellent asana for your brain. Now other asana which can be done in this series is Sarvangasana. Other asana is called Halasana. Halasana is you can take your legs back slowly. Initially you may bend them. For an easier version, bend them and touch it on the ground. Eventually over the time you have to straighten them. So stay like this, maybe for whatever time is comfortable to you. So these are excellent exercise for your brain. Now let us talk about the pranayama which are good for your brain. Okay, there are 2-3 pranayama which are excellent for your increase the capacity of your brain as well as reduce your stress level down, even blood pressure level down, all kind of headaches and migraines. Okay, the first pranayama is called the Anulom Vilom pranayama or called the alternate breathing. Right nostril represents sun, left represents moon. If you inhale from both of them, it will try to bring out balances between your body. Whatever is wrong, it will correct it. So the first pranayama is Anulom Vilom Pranayama. Index finger to your thumb, other hand, relax it. The pranayama mudra, first finger and the bottom of your thumb, other two combine. Pranayama Nasagra Vishnu. Close your right nostril and inhale from the left. Then exhale from the right. Then inhale from the right and exhale from the left. Make sure there is no sound of breathing when you do Anulom Vilom Pranayama. Try to bring it at least equal initially. In later stages, exhale should be more than the inhale and holding also start. But initially, just make sure that inhale exhales are equal without any sound of breathing, and you observe your breathing on nostrils and breathing going inside your body. Try to take your awareness along with your breathing, then it becomes a very good pranayama. Anulom Vilom will try to bring out balances. Whatever is wrong with your body, try to correct it. Now the other pranayama which you can practice is called the Chandra Bhedi. So I told you left represent moon. So if you inhale from the left and exhale from the right, it will cool your body down. These are excellent too for your migraines, headaches and any kind of issues with your mind, that is your brain. That is, close your right nostril, inhale from the left and exhale from the right. Again inhale from the left and exhale from the right. Make sure you do it very slowly without the sound of breathing, and please practice it for maybe start from 5 minutes. You can practice it to 15 to 20 minutes, all the pranayama. The third pranayama, which is excellent for your mind and brain, is called the Bhramari pranayama. Our brain just float in a liquid. So when we do Bhramari is the chanting of Makara, that is the Ma part of Om. Om is made up of 3 syllables. A, U, Ma, represent different parts of the body. This is A, U and Ma. So when you do the Makara, okay, chanting of the Ma part of the Om, the liquid vibrates, it starts vibrating, and this massages your brain completely. So relaxing you down, any issue with any kind of anxiety, stress, blood pressure problem, memory loss, this is very helpful. So it can be done in 2 ways. One, where you put both the thumbs inside. If you have nails, you can just press it from outside, but it is better if you put it inside. The simpler version will be covering your eyes only and then doing a deep inhale and chanting the Ma part, that is like this. Or some people wish to close all the senses so that they can concentrate inside. So for that, this is called the Shanmukhi Mudra, closing the 7 gates. That means first you put your thumbs, first finger on your eyes, closing your eyes gently, not press them, then close your nose, then your lips and below the lips. Okay, then you take a deep inhale and then do it. Please make sure every time you take a deep inhale and then do it, you have to slightly release the finger over your nose to inhale and exhale. Okay, let us start. And then again do it. You can do this maybe 50 times, maybe 100 times, especially if you are insomniac, not able to sleep. You can practice this. This is excellent pranayams for your complete brain. Now for the brain to keep on functioning, you need to give it some work. Brain work in 2 ways. One, it is monkey mind. It keeps on deviating. If I am talking to you, then you may be thinking a lot of stuff. You may be having thousands of thoughts going within your mind. Okay, but we need to give a track to our mind. We need to tell the mind. And secondly, it is very lazy mind. Okay, most of the things are obvious to it. Like you are listening to me, but you are also thinking a lot about a lot of stuff. Maybe thousands of thoughts going into your mind. But let us practice one simple exercise. Okay, close your eyes and count in reverse in Hindi or your native language, or if you don't have a native language, then whatever language is your, count from reverse from 200. Okay, close your eyes and start. Let us practice like this. 200, 199, 198, or 200, 199, 198. But don't speak. You have to close your lips and then do it. Okay, stop. So what happened here? Were you able to think something else? Most probably no, because you don't count in reverse. So what happened? Mind got a work which is normally doesn't do. No, it was confused what to do. Other thoughts were reduced, and then you are only thinking about the counting in reverse, because you normally don't do it. And if you are not counting, if you are thinking something else, you will forget the reverse counting. So this is a simple example of giving track to your mind. So similarly, you need to give a lot of stuff which mind doesn't do regularly. Maybe like brushing from the left hand. It is very difficult, you will observe that brushing from the, it never do it, so it is become confused. Otherwise you can brush, you can talk, you can dance, whatever you can do, you just forget your brushing. But try to brush from the left hand. Okay, try to, whenever we wear socks or shoes, we just try the right leg first, try the left legs first. Okay, or maybe using a towel in a reverse way. After taking a bath, try to use your towel in a reverse way. Going in to your office, taking a different a different road. So by doing these small activities which normally the brain doesn't do regularly, you are giving some task to the brain. You are just telling your brain to think about a particular thing. Okay, in that case the brain starts developing a lot of stuffs, and your memory and other problems are not degraded. Okay, other thing is that, okay, you try to keep solving the puzzles, the riddles, the mathematics or anything. I mean, don't use the calculator immediately. Try to calculate in your mind. So by this your mind will be keep functioning. If you just go to Google for everything, then of course the capacity will be reduced. Try to remember something. Okay, and there is an excellent meditation in yoga which is called Swadhyay. It is a part of if there are Ashtanga Yoga, then the first two parts are Yam and Niyam. Yam is social conduct, how you society, and Niyam is personal conduct. So one of the Niyam is called the Swadhyay. Swadhyay means self-study. That you study about yourself, and it is excellent meditation, especially if you are insomniac or you want to increase your memory power. In that case, before going to bed, maybe for 5 to 10 minutes, lie down on the bed or maybe sitting, try to remember the things in the reverse chrono order. Okay, for example, before starting this meditation, I was watching TV. Before that, I was eating food. I was in office and I wake up, something like this. It will require at least 1 week to remember the major events. The second stage of Swadhyay would be that you start going in details, like what you have eaten, what different food you took, you had a meeting, 2 persons were there. And the third stage will be analysis of the things. Analysis means you have eaten maybe a heavy food, you should not have taken it. Or in the meeting you fighted with someone, you should not have fighted. And then the fourth stage will be the correction. Correction means if you have taken a heavy food or with a food with a lot of gas, then instead you should have taken some light vegetables. Or if you have fighted with someone, there may be another solution. Instead of fighting, you could have talked to that guy separately out of the meeting, something like this. So if you practice this, then you start finding solutions to your own problems. So next time when you land in the same situation, then you will pause, think about it, and then maybe act differently. This is an excellent meditation to increase your memory power. It will take you 1 week for each of the stages. Maybe sometimes it may be more. If you practice for, let us say, 6 months or number of years, then you start remembering maybe 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, and then you can go in your past birth also, it is being told. So this is excellent meditation for your mind, increasing your memory power and finding the reducing your stress level also. Now, the food which is good for your mind and brain are like almonds. Try to take almond soaked in water, because it releases the nutrient blocker if you put it in water. Walnuts are good for your brain as well as your knees also, walnuts. And then the coconut is excellent for your brain. You can take 1 spoon or 2 spoon of coconut oil, which is excellent, but only cold pressed coconut oil, not the any other oil. And then mushrooms are excellent, figs are very good. So try to take these foods and be happy and stress free. I mean, stress is a major concern for your hypertension, reducing your memory. So try to sit in silence for maybe 10 minutes in a day. Don't be envy of maybe car or house purchased by your neighbor. Speak to children, play with children, talk to elders. So be a child with the children and be elder with the elders. Okay, go out with your friends and smile and laugh. So if you integrate these small things also, then it is excellent for your mind. If you laugh a lot, you will be stress free, and stress is a major problem for your mind. So practice any of these exercises which you can, but whenever you have time. Now you don't need to practice this separately. You have to integrate into your lifestyle, and your mind and brain both will be fine. Thanks for watching my video. Please keep watching, and if you have any feedback to share in the comments. If you wish any particular video to be included, then please let me know. I'll try to include that video. Namaskar.